evening, but it's a pleasure to be here with the Lions faithful. We've got a good turnout. We're here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Prattville, so if you're anywhere nearby, first of all, you need to stop in and enjoy some delicious food and some Prattville Lions football. It's a great combination. Well, we're here tonight to kind of wrap up the season. Thanks for tuning in, those of you who are listening on through the radio or online, all the different mediums that we have for you to check out the show. We've got a big crowd here, so we want you to come join us. I'm joined tonight by, well, really the guy that the show's named after, Coach Caleb Ross. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing good. How about y'all?
Doing fantastic. Buddy, let's just jump right in, man. We second round of the playoffs last Friday night. Went up against a very tough Central Phoenix City team. Tell us a little bit about that game, about the day. The weather wasn't great. Give us a little look into last Friday night's ball game.
Well, it's probably one of the, as far as on the field conditions, one of the worst ones I've ever coached. Now, I'm like most guys.
Yeah.
When the game kicks off, you really don't feel it anymore.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie, pregame, that was not fun. But 42 degrees and pouring down rain is never really good a recipe. But
No.
And not to mention you're on the road against one of the best teams in the state.
Right.
Having playing Swanton. So man, I thought our day was perfect. We got the kids out, had a great pep rally. We left out early, went over to the walkthrough at Auburn University.
Yeah.
We took the kids to a movie to get them off their feet, get their mind off the game. Then did another walkthrough meeting at another place in Opelika. And then went to the game. I thought our kids were dialed in, man. I thought they were ready to go. We had a great week of practice. This group, I told them this past week, man, probably of all the groups I've ever coached.
Yeah.
They prepared the best and got their mind and got themselves ready to play on a Friday better than any group I've ever seen.
That's
and
fantastic.
There was never any horse playing around. I mean, sometimes you're dealing with teenage boys.
Mm-hmm.
They act like young teenage boys. This group was very mature, man. They were really a special group when it come to that stuff. So, played a game, played a really good team. We knew we was going to have to play well to win. And truthfully, right now, I mean, and you're playing a team that's loaded with D1 prospects, and we've got some talented players ourselves.
Certainly.
But knowing when you're going up against those type of odds, you're going to have to play really well.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I felt like we kind of spotted them 14 points early on.
Yeah.
Man, we went for it on 4th and 1 early in the game. I felt like for us to win that type of game, you got to take some chances.
Yeah.
And we had 4th and 1, and unfortunately they stuffed us. And, man, they punched it in and scored. And then with the weather conditions really affects special teams as much as anything.
Sure.
And, we had a little bit of miscue with trying to punt the football, snapping and punting there, and had another punt partially blocked, gave them 2 short fields. They, like good teams do, they took advantage of it, punched it in, and scored.
Right.
And I really felt like after that point, down 14-0, man, we went toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah.
I really thought we played them as good as anybody did, and we had our own opportunities. We obviously scored. They went up 17-0, but we scored and made it 17-6, missed the extra point. Or I think we actually got it blocked. The snap was a little low. But really drove inside their 20 twice and came away with 0 points after that.
Right.
And, man, when you're playing really good teams, you can't do that. But, man, that's what Central does. They're defending state champs, and they're there for a reason. The thing, though, I will take from both games that we played them this year, when I got the job, I didn't realize how far the gap was between Prattville and Central Phoenix City. Then we played them, obviously, in 18, first year here, and, man, they beat us pretty good.
Yeah.
And we really weren't even in the ball game. And I felt like the gap between then and now has closed tremendously.
That's fantastic.
Really
That's good news.
And that's what the whole goal. And, I think we got to get that point where our boys believe they can beat them. Our boys now believe they can play with them.
Yeah.
But we got to get that point where our boys believe they can beat them. And we're getting there. We
Sure.
are. And you never know. We get a few things bounce our way this past Friday night. You get some momentum, then I think I felt like we could have beat them.
Oh, it could have been a totally different game.
That's no doubt. But it wasn't. And, man, they move on and we don't. But either way, proud that we were in that ball game. We were there playing in that moment. Just really proud of the senior group.
That's fantastic. That's interesting. You said closing up that gap, and I was there last year. They scored a couple of touchdowns early, and it was kind of like, whoa, what just happened to us?
That's right.
To go to last week, and like you said, we didn't give up some points, but
we made it easier for them than we should have last week. But then after that, it was a ball game. And then you just mentioned that senior leadership, a group of guys that you've only had 2 years to work with, and you're sending them on. Speak a little bit to that leadership and what those guys meant, not just last week, but maybe even all season.
Well, like any time you have a senior group graduate, this is 7 years for me as a head coach, 18 in coaching, but there's just guys that are irreplaceable. The same way last year, Brandon Butts and Rodney Thompson, irreplaceable. Same thing this year, man. You're going to lose a guy like a Mason Taylor, man, just one of the best football players ever coached, but just incredible leader, man. Just really was leader of the defense, leader of the team, man, and just some guys that played big in big moments, man. The year Taylor Thompson had, man, he played his best football at the end. Man, I was really proud of our quarterback, Kyle Kramer. I thought he had a really good football season, man. And we had some other guys that had big nights, big years. I mean, you look defensively, Broderius Lewis at nose guard. I know we were talking about him before we went on the air.
Yeah.
70 tackles from the nose guard position. Man, that's really – I mean, I'm telling you, people don't
You're
really
not
realize
that.
That's not normal. And then a season like Wade White, and I know we're going to talk about Wade, man. The 90 tackles, man, is an incredible year. And we had a lot of guys really play some good football, man. I could go down the list. Kendrick Rogers, man, was a great addition, man.
It's good to have him back over in Prattville.
And then that's some of the senior stuff, and, man, just some of what some O-linemen did. And I'll tell you this, proud about that O-line group.
Certainly.
I mean, when I'm in our starting center was 197 pounds in 7A football. That's a credit to him.
Yes.
It really is, man. That kid was a man, he fought his tail off on Friday Night at Warrior. And then our right guard, Cord Hill, I may be giving him an inch when I'm saying he's 5'7". You know what I mean?
Yes.
But that's a credit to that kid, the type of young man he is and the player. I mean, he's another one that would just battle you on a Friday night. Man, those guys started just really proud. Carter Barnes, man, senior year started, battled on Friday night. Obviously Ethan Biddle, man, was just. So I'm just proud. I could go and list them all, but really proud of what our senior group did, and it really come down. Those guys knew how to get us dialed in on Friday night and get us focused to play, and you got to. Man, to me, that's the key. If you got talent, how do you get the most out of it? Well, you got to be focused on what you're supposed to do. Eliminate the distractions. And those kids, man, they did a really good job of that.
That's fantastic. You're talking about Mason. I think on the team he might have the best smile out of everybody. I mean, it could be like things are the sky's falling, and you look at Mason, he's just grinning like, "We got this, Coach."
He did. I tell you what, man, he is a confident young man in a good way. And now I'll tell you this: when he steps across on that field. There ain't a whole lot of smiling going on against that other team. Now, I'll give you that.
Let me be clear. You're exactly right. He only smiles to his guys.
Yeah, he was bringing it now. So there's no doubt, man. And you don't replace a guy like a Mason Taylor. You just never do, man. He's a one-of-a-kind. Just same way like I told you last year, Brandon Butts is a one-of-a-kind and guys like that. So, but, you hope you can find a guy that's equivalent or his own way will be just as good. It's going to be, some of those guys we got this year, man, you don't replace them. You don't replace that production.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk more about this past week and the season when we come back, but we're going to have to step away for a quick break. Those of you who are tuning in through Prattville Alive YouTube channel, thanks for joining us tonight, watching the Caleb Ross Show. Those of you who are live on Dixie Country 100.1, thanks for being with us. If you are getting to where you're going, you're about to turn the radio off, you can stay with us on the online through the Tuned In app. Just check out DixieCountry.net, and that'll lead you over. Well, listen, you're listening to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
We're here today at Larry Puckett Chevrolet by the brand new Blazer. Got General Sales Manager Kirk Mims here. Kirk, tell us what's going on here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
It's closeout time at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. The 2019s are going fast. We've got save up to $5,000 on one of these Blazers. You can save up to $7,000 on the new Equinox, and you can save up to $14,000 off of a new 19 Silverado. There will never be a better time. Come and see us.
Great time to come see him. Come see Kirk and the boys here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Bibb today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Hey, this is Chip Powell. I'm here with Lewis Mills, service manager at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, here at Express Oil Change and Tires Engineers. As you can hear, they're getting the new tires put on. Lewis, tell us what's going on here.
Well, Chip, hunting season around the corner. You're trying to get a jump on things. We're putting on your Nitto grapplers on your truck now. So we have BF Goodrich, Michelin, Uniroyal, and multiple other lines of tires.
Man, that's great, Lewis. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bye.
100.1. Thanks for being with us. Those of you listening online at DixieCountry.net, and then also those watching the show through Prattville Alive YouTube channel. This is the Coach Caleb Ross Show. I'm your host tonight, Chris Britton. If you are anywhere near, I would encourage you to come join us at Buffalo Wild Wings. The crowd is growing rapidly. Superfan Jimbo Thompson is here, and anytime he's there, I think I've heard it say wherever he goes, that's where the party's at. So come be a part of that. Eric Kramer's here. He's only missed, 1 or 2 shows in the last decade maybe. I don't know. So the crowd is growing, lots of players here. So if you're nearby, come enjoy some delicious food, something to drink. Some of the coaching staff's here. You can hang out. Be a good time to be had by all, so we'd invite you to come be a part. Well, listen, as we left the last segment, we were talking about kind of the wind-up of the season. Last week we finished up the season at Central Phoenix City. And we talked a little bit about that game. Coach, one of the things you mentioned as we wrapped up that first segment was talking about the senior leaders that will be moving on from the program after this year. One of the things I observed out of several of your guys, and I'm sure it went on more than I even saw, was a real desire to invest in a fellow who plays maybe the same position or somebody behind them. I saw some specific instances, and I know that's part of what you want the program to look like. Speak to that a little bit about the leadership of the seniors and kind of where that is.
Well, we do talk about, probably not enough, to be honest with you, and we do a lot in all season and leading in like summer. I try to meet with them on. We do some pillar stuff of how championship type player and being the best player they can be. But we talk about one thing is leaving a legacy. I mean, we do and I tell them all the time when you're 16, 17, you probably don't see it this way because I don't know if I did. But the older you get, the more you realize it's not about you.
Look, it took me a while to learn that.
And it's hard when you're 17 because everything's about them.
Yeah.
It's all about what you're going to do at college. What's your life? Who you going to prom with? Everything's about them, so it's hard for these young boys to see that, in reality, it's really not about you, and it never really was to begin with. And so, as the more they get older, we got some seniors, they finally get mature enough where they start seeing, hey, man, I want to leave a mark on Prattville football, not only on the field, but, as leave a legacy. So we have guys that will help out. I can list numerous occasions where guys are trying to help young guys, like you said, a Taylor Thompson to a Spencer Roy, and like I said, a Mason Taylor with really all the young defensive guys, and a Kendrick Rogers to an Altarius Bates.
I saw him all the time working on individual stuff with him.
Did a good job with those guys. So, there's just a long list, and that's the proper type of program we want. We could always do more of that. We do a lot in the off season, but and we're about to get back into that type stuff.
Certainly.
And, man, I even want to take it even step when we start really get this good footing. And I think we're about that point where, hey, I want us to get our kids invested in the junior high program, invested in the youth league program, to really, man, this is a community that really supports football, and make it a community-driven type program.
That's fantastic. Well, Coach, that just slides right into kind of what you're going with. Let's look back. Let's recap the season. You know, this is year 2 for Coach Caleb Ross with the Prattville Lions. It's been a lot of mileage covered in 2 years, it feels like. Come a long way. I know it's not where you, as a coach, it's never where you want it to be ultimately, but kind of give us some insight into where the program is, where it's been, where it is, where you want it to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Everybody wants to win a state championship.
Certainly.
I
Only one team gets to.
That's it, and I promise I do. And I tell people all the time, I tell the kids, and one of these days I'll grow up where I don't take losing so hard, you know what I mean? So where I don't hate to lose.
But not today.
Yeah, but just don't know. Maybe it happened in the next 10 years. But anyway, but I'll say this, man, from where we started to where we are now, I couldn't be more proud of where our program is.
Yeah.
I mean, and just since the Friday night, just the text I've gotten just from people either locally or from just guys that I've coached with all over the state, man, you can feel it. Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And just hold on, man. Where Prattville football is about to go again, and who knows? I mean, I feel that way too. I feel like, look, this is as good as we were this year. Man, I really feel like we got a chance to be really good in the next couple of years. Just doing it long enough to know what's coming through the program and stuff. But you never know. We gotta go perform. We
Still
gotta
gotta
go
get the job done right.
There's a lot that's got to happen. So and there's some really good teams. Our region's really good, and there's teams that want to beat you. So, but anyway, really pleased with where we're at. The year 2, the kids understood the expectation.
Sure.
They understood the consistency it took, the discipline it took to be good. Now, you're still never there. I don't know if you ever do arrive, but man, I really felt like they understood how to practice. They understood how to, before, man, I think last year the kids wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't know how.
I understand.
They really didn't. I mean, when adversity hit, you had to go battle through those, and you had to, hey, man, don't go duck your head, and man, we're going to be okay. And all right, yeah, man, you come out, hey, man, how you really working hard for 4 days and taking 2 weeks off, that's not hard work.
Right.
That's not what it is, man. And the kids joke with me all the time, but because I always say something, man, it's every day.
Yeah.
And they're like, every day? Yes, every day. That's what it takes. If you want to be that good, and it's when people don't have those habits, that just sounds, Coach, you saying every day of my life? Yes, man, every day. Anyway, so, and I know that's a joke with the kids always joke with me about, but that's truly what it is. It's the consistency to do something at a high rate every single day of your life, man. And the kids are closer and closer to that. We're still far away, but they understand now.
Yeah, it's almost like it's got to turn from a choice you make to do that every day to the person you are.
Where it becomes who you are.
Yeah,
that's
it sounds like that's where you're driving
it. And we're now, and I'll say this, you saw this year, our kids stepped on the football fields expecting to win.
Yes, definitely.
And where last year we were hoping to win. There's a big difference, man. We're expecting to win. And when you don't, something's wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that to me, we're not there yet, but we're getting there.
I hear you. That's fantastic. So season recap, I know, what was it, 8-2? Well, technically, if you count the playoffs, 8-3. Or no, excuse me, 9-3. Yeah, I forgot the playoff win. Yeah, my bad. I dropped out the first round. Obviously, you already mentioned the loss to Central Phoenix City early in the season, where it felt like it was a winnable game. We just didn't win it. And then the Auburn game was just kind of.
Yeah, probably the one game that just probably is just being as truthful as possible, that probably just is humbling, is the Auburn game, because I really felt like toe-to-toe we were just as good, if not better. And just to be fair, they outplayed us.
Right, yeah.
They outplayed us.
That's what you got to do.
Man, I've told the kids this, man, they outcoached us, they outplayed us. It's one of those things. Kudos to them, man. They had a good team, and you like to have that one back, because I think if you play Central, man, we would, like I said, we'd have to play really well. We're close, and we're really, really close to them, but they're probably a little better. And I saw those comments in the paper right now. They're just they've been there a little bit longer. They've got a few more athletes than we've got right now, and we've got some good players. I'm not going to, we've got some good kids, man. There's some, we just talked about, a really good football player.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade any of them for any of those guys. I promise you that. But Auburn game kind of hurt, but it is what it is. We outplayed a lot of people we played this year, man. You're talking about some accomplishments. And first playoff win since 2014.
Yeah.
Extremely proud of that. Went on the road against a really good Theodore team. Mm-hmm. They were really good defensively team, really good team at running the football, and we beat them in overtime. Really proud of that.
Did what it took to win.
That's it. beat every Montgomery school on our schedule.
2 years in a row.
That's right. And if you include the spring game, beat Carver. So 4 out of 5 of the Montgomery schools.
Yeah.
And beat the Elmore County schools, both of them this year. First time to beat Wetumpka since 2013 or 14 or whatever. So this group, what they have accomplished in a short amount of time has been really incredible. And man, just really played really good football. Got high as ranked, I think, number 6 maybe in one of the polls, 5 in one other poll. But like I said, just what's accomplished in a short amount of time. I'm just very proud, very proud of the whole program right now.
That's fantastic. As we get ready to move into the summer, you transition out. I mean, you got a little time off. I mean, what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, well, we get so we gave the kids this week off, the underclassmen. We met with the seniors, talked with them, and I've been kind of pulling one by one, pulling them out, talking to them about future and recruiting and stuff. But we'll give the underclassmen this week off. We're off out of school next week for Thanksgiving, and then we'll really get back in there for really 2 to 3 weeks with the underclassmen and go about 4 days and lift. I don't know if you're going to make a tremendous amount of gains in that short amount of time, but what you do is you kind of wear the rust off of getting back into an off-season program mode. And we've got so many young kids, freshmen, just to be truthful, and we pulled about 20 of them up to practice with us and dress with us during the playoffs.
That's big to get that experience.
Oh, and some of them are going to be really good players.
Yeah.
But that group, they don't know yet.
Right.
They don't know. They don't even have a clue.
Right.
So we're really going to have to get in and show them this is what it takes to work. And so you're really doing the 2 to 3 weeks before you get out for Christmas to show them this is what every day means and this is the discipline it takes.
That's I love that you said that because we were talking about it just a second ago. The guys that are with you right now are joking about the everyday thing. Well, they're about to help teach the freshmen kind of. It's becoming everyday vernacular to them.
And
they're about to teach it
that's
to
right.
the
And
guys.
when you got a good program, when you don't have to say it as much as when the other kids say it. I mean, that's not what we do.
And you're starting to get that.
We're starting to. That's right.
Yeah.
We're starting to. That's when you're moving in a good direction. I know with some of the other when I was at McGill by year 4, you were starting to hear that, and that's those teams were winning. So that's what we're trying to get done here in our own way, in our own style. So
fantastic.
And then when January gets here, man, it's full tilt. So,
on getting it going.
That's right.
Well, listen, fans, thank you again for tuning in tonight. Those of you who are watching on the Prattville Alive YouTube channel, thanks for joining us via YouTube. Those of you listening on the old-fashioned radio at Dixie Country 100.1, thanks for being with us. And then also, if you're leaving the radio and you need to listen to us online, you can go to dixiecountry.net and find us via the TuneIn app. Well, you're listening to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. I'm your host tonight, Chris Britton. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
We're here today at Larry Puckett Chevrolet by the brand new Blazer. Got General Sales Manager Kirk Mims here. Kirk, tell us what's going on here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
It's closeout time at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. The 2019s are going fast. We've got save up to $5,000 on one of these Blazers. You can save up to $7,000 on the new Equinox, and you can save up to $14,000 off of a new 19 Silverado. There will never be a better time. Come and see us.
Great time to come see him. Come see Kirk and the boys here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Bibb today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
You do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Hey, this is Chip Powell. I'm here with Lewis Mills, service manager at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, here at Express Oil Change and Tires Engineers. As you can hear, they're getting the new tires put on. Lewis, tell us what's going on here.
Well, Chip, hunting season around the corner, you're trying to get a jump on things. We're putting on your Nitto grapplers on your truck now, so we have BF Goodrich, Michelin, Uniroyal, and multiple other lines of tires.
Man, that's great, Lewis. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back. I guess you heard that fan noise. I'm telling you what, there's at least 1,000 Lions fans here at, that's the preacher in me giving bad numbers there, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm your host tonight of the Coach Caleb Ross Show, Chris Britton. Thanks for tuning in. During this segment, I've got a treat for you. We're being joined by this week's Buffalo Rock Player of the Week, Buffalo Rock Sports Clip Player of the Week. That fella is a guy by the name of Wade White. Wade joins me. Wade, congratulations, first of all. Is anybody taking a picture? There we go. Look, I'm going to hold your plaque over here. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you so much.
You got the plaque from Buffalo Rock, and then you get the MVP treatment from Sports Clips. Now, I don't know if they can do any better on your hair than you're already doing, bud. You got it working, man.
They could probably get the front a little bit.
The more I hang out with you guys, the more humbling, because I feel like I've got good hair, and like everybody on the team's showing me up. Deshaun's got some serious hair.
Oh yeah, especially Deshaun.
Yeah. I got nothing. His hair game is strong. Yours too, man.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, Wade White. Let's talk about just this past week. Didn't you have like 1,000 No, I'm kidding.
I wish.
Yeah, right. What was it? I believe it was 9 tackles alone the other night, or 10. How many did you finish up the game with the other night? I've got the defensive stats there on my phone, I believe.
I believe 10.
10 tackles? Okay. And what position you coming from, bud?
Safety all the way in the back.
Okay.
So I got a wild way.
I got you. So how long you been playing football, bud?
Since first grade.
Really?
I've been playing, yes, sir.
Play youth Lions all the way up?
Oh, no. I went in Hoover. We had like a city league type deal.
I got you.
So it was based on like how much you weighed. And at first I played on it was like first through second grade Saints team.
Okay.
And I actually played D-line and O-line.
Okay.
A little chubby dude. And going after that, I started playing like flag football for just on the side, and then started getting back in the pads. And then going to my 6th grade year was probably the best year.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're a defensive guy. Was there ever a time where the offensive side of the ball tried to call you over, or has you been a defensive guy from the beginning?
Yes, I wanted to play running back.
Okay.
I think it was.
He was an O lineman at one time, offensive guard.
I heard that. Yeah, guard.
I think I was watching an Alabama game, and I saw Mark Ingram run the ball, so I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'll go in the front yard and like I'm juking people out.
Yeah.
I throw the ball up to myself.
Okay. Now, I think you found home in the defensive backfield, though. Yeah.
I love defense now.
Yeah, okay.
I can't get away from it.
Well, hey, listen, what year in school are we?
We're seniors.
So finishing up senior year? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here. You were here last year, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been here for 2 years of Coach Caleb Ross. What do you see? Where do you see the program going? What do you see? Are you liking what you see? Tell us a little bit about that.
We're getting better every year.
Yeah.
Probably by the time my next year or either the year after, they're probably going to have a state championship by then.
I hear you. I like that.
I
agree with you. I like that. Let's make it happen. So what's the future hold for Wade White, man? Where are you going from here? Have you decided yet?
No.
That's a wide open question.
I plan to, but I don't know where yet.
I understand.
But I know in college I want to major in biology.
Okay.
And then become a ophthalmologist,
Fantastic.
with eyes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's get to know Wade for just a minute here. All right, what's if we pulled out Wade's playlist, what's on there? What's on the top of the list music-wise?
Top of the list, he probably got some TLE Cinco, a guy from Bessemer, Alabama.
Okay.
Near Birmingham. And then,
local guy. Okay.
And then you get into some a little rock music here and there, probably just to mix things up. Then you get back
Look,
to
I like that. Makes you well-rounded, man.
And then you get into some Chief Keef, all that stuff, to really get my mind ready for the game.
Okay, that's your game night music. Okay,
that really is.
How about favorite movie?
Favorite movie would be it'll have to be Wall-E.
Okay, that's a good one. Have you subscribed to Disney Plus yet?
Yes, I already have it.
Okay, so if you watch Wall-E on there yet,
yes.
Fantastic. All right, good deal. Good deal. Coach, why don't you grab that mic? Tell us. So it's not ready yet. I'm sorry. Here, let me give you my headset. Talk about Wade for a minute.
Well, first of all, we got Wade. Wade moved down, transferred from Hoover High School, and right before his junior year. And man, he's been a great addition ever since. I think he started maybe game 3 or game 4, one of those two of his junior year, and he hadn't looked back. I know this. On the field, a phenomenal football player. Really one of the best open field tacklers that I've had a chance to coach, man. A really physical kid. Played safety. Man, what we could do with Wade, you could play him back there, but you also, man, could spin him down and roll him down and be an extra run fitter in the box, and was really, really good at it, man. He really was. So when you have 90 tackles, man, that's a really good year. And, man, Wade had a phenomenal career as a human being, really intelligent guy, man. Wade's a fun to be around, man. He's always smiling, always got a good demeanor about him, and that's what you want, man. He's a natural leader too. I really wish I could have seen him what he'd been if he'd been here from his freshman year to really, because that sometimes I know coming in you're trying to find your role. Well, he found it this year, but probably could have even been more of that later last year too. So. Comes from really good family, good people type deal, man. You can tell he's been raised right. He's got a future, way to play college football, and his best football is probably still ahead of him, like most of our guys. So.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Certainly, man. You're the man of the hour. You can say whatever you want on this segment, okay?
I mean, being a great tackler comes from as many tackle drills as we do during practice, beginning and during the time we are practicing. Even though I don't like him, some of the players don't like him. Mason can vouch for me. Rod can vouch for me. All of them. At the beginning of practice, he always made us do tackle drills, and it's kind of like sets the tone for practice.
Yeah.
It's like you got to make tackles no matter what.
Right.
You always got to put your head on the ball, get turnovers, set the tone for practice. And we had to come out there with a type of intensity every day.
I hear you.
We got that from Coach Shook. He made things swag, so we had to put that swag on the field.
There you go. That's one of the things I noticed this year coming into the season. I commented to a friend of mine. I said, man, they're tackling different this year. I mean, it's just they're really getting after it. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot, man. You've had 2 DCs in 2 years. Who you like better, Coach Shook or JB? What's up?
I can't answer that.
Well, Coach Shook's in the room, so let me go ahead and help you with that answer.
Oh.
Coach Shook's waving like $20 in the back.
Listen, we love Coach Wallace as well, so you don't have to answer that question. That was an unfair question. I was teasing. Yeah, you go ahead. Talk about him. You go ahead.
Coming from Coach Wallace, he's a real fun guy. I couldn't really experience the whole, through the 2 years of him because we switched with Coach Shook, but they both been great.
I hear you.
Really emphasize almost the same thing, and I really wish they could, have 2 defense coordinators and, they combine their defense.
There you
together.
go.
Probably.
Lord, if you combine Coach Wallace and Coach Shook, I don't know, man. That's a big man and vocal and wow. That'd be something. I'd like to see that.
A lot more tackle drills than we have now.
They'd be inventing tackle drills, wouldn't they? They'd be new ones. Fantastic. Well, anything else you got to leave us with, man? I mean, congratulations on the Player of the Week. Your name always came up at the end of the game on the radio broadcast. You were always in the mix. They were like, well, what about Wade White? He had a performance, and I was glad to see you wrap up the season with one, man.
I just want to say thank you for everybody. I came down here. I tried to find my place, and thanks for Coach Shook and all the other coaches, Coach Ross, for giving me a chance. And I just want to give a shout-out to a guy from Honolulu. He's a Prattville fan as well. You have a bunch of fans down there, and he always supports.
Okay.
He tries to carry the brand down there. His name is E-Shell. He's in the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
I just want to shout him out.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Fantastic. Well, listen, Wade, congratulations. Thank you. And, buddy, we wish you the best as you move on to whatever life holds for you, man. You're a fantastic fellow. I'm really proud of you, proud for you, man, and no telling what the future holds.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Good job, buddy. Yeah. All right, well, fans, thank you for tuning in so far tonight. We've got plenty more of the Coach Caleb Ross Show to come. We're going to go to a break here in just a minute. Those of you watching on the Prattville Live YouTube channel, thanks for tuning in. And then also, if you listen on the radio and you're out and about on Dixie Country 100.1, I'd invite you to come on by Buffalo Wild Wings and join us. Coach, you want to add any more to Wade? I saw you get the headset on.
No,
okay.
no, I was just putting it on. But now, man, I've just, like I said, like all of them, man, really proud of Wade, man. Just a really good young man, really good football player.
No doubt.
I mean, he's going to be successful. And, like I said, man, if you got a chance to, he's going to better the world.
That's right.
Just, man, he's one you hate to see go.
I understand. That's a good word.
Proud for him.
That's a good word. That's a good way to end this segment right there. Folks, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back after this break. Thanks for tuning in to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. We'll be right back.
We're here today at Larry Puckett Chevrolet by the brand new Blazer. Got General Sales Manager Kirk Mims here. Kirk, tell us what's going on here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
It's closeout time at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. The 2019s are going fast. We've got save up to $5,000 on one of these Blazers. You can save up to $7,000 on the new Equinox, and you can save up to $14,000 off of a new 19 Silverado. There will never be a better time. Come and see us.
Great time to come see him. Come see Kirk and the boys here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Bibb today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
You do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Hey, this is Chip Powell. I'm here with Lewis Mills, Service Manager at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, here at Express Oil Change and Tires Engineers. As you can hear, they're getting the new tires put on. Lewis, tell us what's going on here.
Well, Chip, hunting season around the corner, you're trying to get a jump on things. We're putting on your Nitto grapplers on your truck now, so we have BF Goodrich, Michelin, Uniroyal, and multiple other lines of tires.
Man, that's great, Lewis. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, good evening, Prattville Lions fans. Welcome back to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. You hear all that crowd noise. Eli Gold and Nick Saban got nothing on us, I'm just telling you. Welcome in again, like I said, to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Those of you on the radio at Dixie Country 100.1 or watching online on the YouTube channel, thanks for tuning in with us. If you've been with us through the whole show tonight, we've kind of recapped the past season. We talked about last Friday's game against Central Phoenix City. We've talked about the senior class that will soon be departing. But the program goes on.
That's right.
And there's some, there's some guys who are ready for the task. Coach, talk a little bit about. We've talked from where we are looking back. Let's talk a little bit about from where we are looking forward, where we're going from here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I know we talked about the off season and getting into that, and once the first of the year gets here, we do something. We've done it really the last 5 or 6 years where I've been. So we'll choose, the staff will choose about 6 senior captains, and we'll do a draft. And so those 6 captains will draft their off-season teams, and that's their team from January all the way into May, really. And then we compete the whole off season.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, obviously in the weight room, we'll have a starting point. We'll get them some type of max lift in 4 or 5 different lifts. And then the guys or the teams that increase the most from start to finish, they get X amount of points. We'll have competition days where we'll go out there and we'll do tire flips, or we'll do tug of war, or we'll do med ball relays, whatever.
Dragging the sled across the field. They take us so serious.
And we have a first place, second place, and the winner gets this amount of points, second place gets this amount of points. So, and then we have we do our airball league on Friday where the kids can play a touch game of football, and we keep score of that. So. And then we also give them points if they're involved in the community. So if they're doing community service, or if they go to 10-day school function, they get points. They attend another sporting event.
Fantastic.
Man, we want them to be appreciative. I mean, people come out and support us, and we want our kids to go support them. We always say, man, if you want somebody to respect you, you got to respect them. So, and obviously academics. We try to. We try to reward kids, something that kids that AB honor roll in the all season. We'll continue to reward those kids. We've got a little deal with another restaurant that feeds them. So, but we build all this into our all season competition, and then the winning group at the end, man, we feed them a steak dinner and we give them some Nike cloth. So, what we all know, it ain't like something we all come up with, but man, people in general, but especially teenage boys, they love to compete. So if you put 6 on, about 15 on each team, 6 different teams, and say, hey, this is the competition, this is our goal, they'll go after it, man. They'll go compete. So we have a lot of fun with that, man, and the kids really enjoy it. It really makes off season. Where it ain't just, hey, we got to grind through lifting weights every day and go home, man. No, we're giving them something to go compete for.
No doubt. And when you say they take it serious, I've watched. And, I mean, it becomes, when it's coming down to the end, oh, he cheated. Oh, he did whatever.
Man. And we use all those things. We use all those things as teaching moments. We really do. And I let them have fun now. I mean, I want them to enjoy this.
Yes.
So, man, I think it's just a better way of doing the all season. And then, we try to do some other stuff, some character development, team development when times come up. And I'm going to build something, we've always been a little bit inconsistent with some of that. Now, we do a really good job of that in the summer, but we'll do a little bit more this off season. So that's where we're heading. And then, moving on. And like I said, man, we've got some talented kids coming back.
Yeah.
You look at a Keandre Powell coming back, man, had a really good year. And Antarius Bates, a Spencer Roy, man. You're going to build your offense around those guys, and you got to, on the offensive line, you have Javon Harris, who started for us this past year, man, had a really good year. R.J. Meyer, man's coming back. So, and defensively, you got guys like a Tim Trotter, Dominique James, Tyrese Nunn, and Ian Jackson, A.P. Coleman, man, Jameer Cromlin, man, those guys are guys that played a lot this past year that will be leaders going into this off season. And we've got a lot of young talent. There's a couple guys that got to play a lot this year that will now be into starting roles, and they're going to be the guy. But I feel confident that they'll handle it, the right way. So.
How about even younger as you move the program forward? Obviously you've got freshman guys at the school. You said earlier you brought some of them up for the end of the season to go through practice. Speak to that a little bit, those young guys, and even on down into the junior high, what your plans are there and where you see that going.
Exactly. So, man, like I said, we got a really talented freshman group of kids. We brought about 20 of them up. Man, some kids right away say, oh, man, this kid's going to be good. There's a couple of them like this freshman is giving this senior all he wants now. So, and some one-on-one stuff. So, yeah, the program's really, there's some really talented kids in that group. Our 8th grade didn't have a strong record-wise, but, man, there's a few kids that didn't play that I think we've convinced to come back out. And, man, that's a good group for us. Work ethic, man, you're going to get a lot of stuff out. And, man, we feel like that group can be a glue group. That's a core that can be, you can get some really good players out of it. And then just past Wednesday, yesterday morning, I was at the junior high celebrating the 7th grade's undefeated football team.
Yeah.
So Miss Janice Stockman down there did a really good job of rewarding those guys, had a cake for them and T-shirts.
Cool.
So, and I tell you this, man, as I'm shaking hands and meeting, I've talked to those kids before, but it seems like some of those kids have grown 6 inches in the last 2 months. Some
You're
of
right.
those kids are looking me in the eye, and they're in 7th grade. I was like,
Yeah.
man, the future's really bright for private football.
That's exciting. That's exciting. So as you move into the summer, you talked a little bit about that. You're going to spend a lot of time in the weight room. What goes on out there in the, who leads that? Speak a little bit to the off-season training program.
Well, I mean, we kind of set it up for them. I mean, I do, and the coaches do set it up for them. This is what we expect, and we'll meet. Not as much. Sometimes I really would like to meet more, but meet with our seniors and say this is what we expect, and then we really take it from there. And you kind of observe to see who. We kind of got a good idea from our junior class going into seniors who are the leaders, but guys emerge all the time, man. There's going to be somebody that we didn't expect is going to all of a sudden mature and be a guy that we can start counting on. So, and like I said, through everything we do, through the weightlifting, the competition, the air ball, everything, you kind of get an idea who leads, who is your guys, the organized guys. Hey, I'm coach. I'm going to get these 5 guys, and we're going to go to this. We're going to go to this tennis match because we want. It's probably motivated by they want points for their team. But if anything, man, it shows
they're picking
leadership.
up skills.
That's it. And what happens is our guys get experience to other things. They see that other people in our school, they work just as hard as we do, man. And, so there's good stuff about that. But man, and then we, like I said, we do some. We've studied so much leadership and sports psychology stuff. Man, we try to. We'll just go have some days where we talk about those things and how does real champion think and the work ethic and the habits of some of the best. How do they do things? So, man, the more we can pour that type stuff into our kids, the better we're going to be.
That's exactly right. That's fantastic. I tell you what, let's circle back just for a minute. I know you've talked about some individual guys. As far as your senior class, I mean, we know they're going to go play somewhere else and that's already been committed, or has anybody even done that yet?
Well, we don't have anybody that's, I guess,
officially
committed.
signed.
No,
yeah.
And, you have early signing date, which is, I think, December the 18th.
I got you.
We'll have, and then you'll have a late signing day. I guess I don't really call it late, but a second signing date now, which is what used to be the signing date, which would be the 1st of February. So, man, we've got potentially 8, 9, 10 kids that could sign, maybe even more. I know last year we went in thinking we were going to have 7 or 8, and for sure, maybe 9 or 10, and possibly 11. And having, and it was all said and done, 12 kids signed. So
that's awesome.
I tell you this, man, I tell you this time of year that this is what we do, man. We get on the phone, we send out email. I know Coach Shook will go to a recruiting fair up in Huntsville here in about 2 weeks where we get to meet a lot of smaller schools and schools that are looking for players, man. And I tell people all the time, man, if you got a desire to go play, if you start and play at the 7A level, there's a good chance you can go play college football if that's what you want to do. Now, it may not be, not everybody can go play at Alabama, Auburn, not everybody can go play Division I, but there's usually a spot for somebody, especially if you have competed in our region in 7A at our level. The competition just doesn't. There may be a few spots in Texas and a few other areas in the Southeast, but high school football don't get much better in what we're doing. Obviously, we're biased, but that's coming from the mouth of college coaches. Saying,
right.
I mean, so coach of football in state Alabama is really good. So
yeah,
and that's why you do have a lot of kids signed. So. Man, and we want kids to better their career. But here's the deal: if kids don't go play college football, and they go on and they go to college, or they go learn a skill, or they get a degree, man,
that's a win.
That's a win, man. You just want kids, man, go be successful, because I promise you, football is going to come to an end.
Yeah.
And you can't play forever. You know what I mean? So go get your degree, man, or go learn a trade where you can go better yourself and your family.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you and your staff do a great job of encouraging guys, hey, there's life after football.
That's right.
And there's more to it than that. And we may touch back on that in just a moment. But right now we're going to have to go to a break. So those of you who are tuning in on the Prattville Alive YouTube channel, watching us online, thanks for being with us tonight. We have a lot of people. It's not too late. They're serving wings all night here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Prattville. So we'd love to have you come visit here live if you'd like tonight. There's still time for that. Thanks to those who are listening on Dixie Country 100.1 as well. You're listening to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. We'll be back after the break.
We're here today at Larry Puckett Chevrolet by the brand new Blazer. Got General Sales Manager Kirk Mims here. Kirk, tell us what's going on here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
It's closeout time at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. The 2019s are going fast. We've got save up to $5,000 on one of these Blazers. You can save up to $7,000 on the new Equinox, and you can save up to $14,000 off of a new 19 Silverado. There will never be a better time. Come and see us.
Great time to come see him. Come see Kirk and the boys here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you, handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an Easy-Go golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 Easy-Go golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers in Bibb today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Hey, this is Chip Powell. I'm here with Lewis Mills, service manager at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, here at Express Oil Change and Tires Engineers. As you can hear, they're getting the new tires put on. Lewis, tell us what's going on here.
Well, Chip, hunting season around the corner, you're trying to get a jump on things. We're putting on your Nitto grapplers on your truck now, so we have BF Goodrich, Michelin, Uniroyal, and multiple other lines of tires.
Man, that's great, Lewis. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Bye.
Fans, welcome back to the Coach Caleb Ross Show. I'm your host tonight, Chris Britton. Thanks for tuning in on the Prattville Alive YouTube channel, Dixie Country 100.1, and then also through the Tuned In app. Thanks for joining us tonight on all those different mediums. Coach, we're winding down, wrapping up another season. It's been another great one. This year two for Coach Caleb Ross here in Prattville. Welcome home again. But I know a lot of people have really come to bat, helped the program, been important parts. So I know you've got some. I want to share a little bit about that.
Sure. First off, man, I want to say thank you to, really all the seniors and what they did, what they mean. And I told them, man, they'll forever be a Prattville Lion. And we get to share that in common now, man. You're a guy that put on this Prattville jersey, and you'll forever be in that fraternity and that family. So obviously, and man, we talked about them. Really thankful for the coaching staff, man. The guys that, man, to be successful, to be good at this, it requires a lot of time.
A lot of grind,
It's not a 40-hour-week job. It's just not. And I think that's been well documented, man. It's a 80 to 90-hour-week job, and Sunday nights to midnight and things like that. So. And with that being said, if you're going to thank coaches, you better thank their wives and their spouses, man, because I know mine, like I said, she makes it happen at home. We're raising 2 kids, and really she does it a lot by herself during football season. So, and we got 2 small kids. So, man, just thankful for the wives, for what they do, what they give up to allow us men and these us coaches to go do what we what we love to do. So, man, I want to thank all the parents, man. It does. It really takes parents supporting their child to get them to practice, to encourage them, and for this to be successful. And it's a commitment. It really is. But anything you do in life is a commitment if you want to be good at it. So, I want to thank the members of the quarterback club. There's a lot that goes into getting game day prepared for. Just the endless guys. The Eric Kramers, the Jimbo Thompson, Tequila Underwoods, the Jason Jennifer Smiths. I don't want to leave anybody out, man. There's so many people.
There's too many to name. I understand.
But man, just thankful for what they do and the time put in, man. There's so many things that goes into it. And it's not just even putting signs out, man. It's getting JV concessions and parking, and there's a lot that goes into that. And there's even stuff like building team websites, and there's just a lot that goes into the program that people don't even realize how much time is required. So, man, I really want to thank for them. I'm thankful for, first of all, to our high school administration, man. I'm very blessed that, man, I work for people that where football it matters. Me and a good friend of mine, we worked together. Man, Martin Jackson went to high school together.
I was going to say, you have a sorry AD that you have to work with. No, I'm kidding.
Man,
that was directly at Martin.
Man, Martin's a big reason why, man, I end up coming back here and stuff.
Yeah.
So, good friend of mine. He's in, man, we're proud of that. Brock Dunn, our principal, man, he's fantastic, man. He just really is. He supports, and he's never said anything, hey, Coach, you need to do it this way or that way. I don't like this. Man, he lets you do what you need to do. So,
that's fantastic. It's very important.
And, man, just the Board of Education for coming in and, man, and doing the indoor this year. And the city of Prattville putting turf down. I mean, like I said, you could just go on and on and on. I definitely want to thank, man, our radio crew, man.
Yeah.
When I've had other people, coaches that have been gone to scout, maybe they weren't playing that week, and they said, man, I heard your broadcast the other night. Those guys do a really good job, man. That's a top-notch program.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, yeah, they do a really good job. And really, man, kind of the man behind a lot of it, Stacy Mills.
Anchored by the Mills.
That makes it happen, man. I mean, he just does. And, man, that guy's man, he just he needs to be appreciated for what he does. And,
no doubt.
Man, we do a coach's show. He's the man. We kind of got together and did that, and he come up with an idea of doing the Lions Cage, which I thought has been a huge hit.
Oh, fantastic! Man.
Yeah. So, man, just really thankful for the job that him, Will Barrett, Chip Powell, man, the job they do, man, is really, really fantastic. So, and man, I'm afraid I'm just forgetting somebody somewhere. I just hope not, but. Man, just
I think it's clear. There's a blanket thank you out there for everybody
who
deserves one.
You can't say it enough, man. Our corporate sponsors, the people. It just takes a lot. It's a big job.
Yeah.
I mean, and it takes a lot of people to be successful.
All right. Well, we just got a few seconds left. I mean, Coach, one quick part. You got any parting shot you need to give? I know you said a lot of thank yous, and that may just wrap it up.
No, man. I'm excited about the future.
There you go.
That, and go Lions.
There you go. Well, fans, thank you again for tuning in tonight. We're going to send you over to the Hey Coach show. I already said it's not going to get much better than the Coach Caleb Ross show, but there is a guy named Nick Saban that's going to get asked a lot of questions. Exactly, right. Well, fans, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been a fantastic season. Thanks for being a part of it. The future is bright for the Prattville Lions. We expect nothing but more gains and improvement and guys growing. It's going to be a fantastic offseason leading into 2020. It's going to be a fantastic season. Coach, thanks for the job you do. I don't know if anybody's told you that. Thanks for the job you do. It is a big job, big program. Thanks for leading the way you lead. Well, fans, we're going to send it over to Hey Coach. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next season.